I'm okay. I just smoked another to the face, yeah. She wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you hip in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come with a dank, scrolling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodsports.com. Welcome back, my guy Spin More Racks.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Glad to be back. Whoa.
What happened?
Chair went down a little bit, but glad to be back. You know, I was taking care of Pops the past couple days.
Yes.
He's still dealing with it, so Pops, if you're watching, don't do anything stupid. I'll be home in a little bit. He's going through it right now, so he's still pretty hurt. Still can't move around too much, so
is there ever a
make him some dinner?
I can't even do it on air right now. You told us a story about like taking care of him.
Yes, I did.
Will it ever make the airways one day or no?
I mean, I don't know. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna put his business in the streets like that.
For sure. What up, though, and welcome, and thank you for listening. This is Woodward Heavyweights live on woodsports.com, Monday through Friday, 5 through 7. I'm your boy, Eazy, joined by my guy, Spin More Racks.
What up, though?
We got young Christopher in the TD booth, JB Smooth on the ones and twos. As always, this is our usual crew. If you guys were here Friday, you will see we had our guy, Jeff, filling in for Spinny, and then Thursday, we had Flannel Sam, which, by the way, I apologize first and foremost. That episode, actually, Chris knows because he called in.
Yeah.
Turned into an all basketball
all Pistons
affair. I don't know how that happened.
Some crazy stuff.
For sure.
It's classic stuff.
Today, that's not the case. Today is going to be an all NFL Detroit Lions football affair.
That's right, brother.
And I'm here for it.
We got a lot to talk about. Obviously, Lions coming off a victory against the Chicago Bears.
Yes, sir.
In Soldier Field on Sunday. Big win, second in the division in a row, back-to-back weeks. Obviously, 2 weeks ago, they beat Green Bay at home, and then they come back on the road, get Dan Campbell's first road victory of his tenure as the Detroit Lions head coach, beating the Chicago Bears, and it was the most opposite Lions game I've ever seen. The least Lions-like performance I've seen out of the Detroit Lions in a long time. They had no turnovers. They only had 2 penalties. The other team threw a pick six in the third quarter.
Yeah.
The other team had costly mistakes that cost them an interception, cost them different things, had penalties, moved them down the field. It was very impressive. It was a very impressive performance by the Detroit Lions as a unit, as a team. And it was an impressive outing by Dan Campbell as head coach.
I don't know how to say this. I already come out and told you guys I hate the Chicago Bears. It's been out there since I very first started at Woodward. Before I was even like I don't want to call this an analyst, but a person who sits in the chair and talks to the microphone. Media personality, thank you. There's always FTB, F the Bears. But then this Sunday happens, and now it's even more of a FTB situation. All right? We're there, man. Bryce Young, CJ Stroud's right there. Then the Bears have to go and blow the game. Mm-hmm. We're so close. And now, I think Take-a-thon right now, if I'm not mistaken, have us pick 11.
Yeah.
I just want a new quarterback, bro. The Bears always got to ruin it.
The Rams keep losing. We might get in that top 5. Cooper Kupp just got injured in their last game. Matthew Stafford didn't play in that game. Maybe if the Rams keep falling down that depth chart, the Lions could still win 7 games and get a top 5 pick.
It's just so close, and the Bears just have to ruin it all the time, every time. No, but honestly, you put it perfectly. It was like the Bears had a Lions game, an SOL game.
SOB.
Son of a bear.
Son of a bear.
A situation where they're winning up double digits, you know what I'm saying, in the fourth quarter, and then they just let it go.
Yes.
Pick 6, which, usually that's Jared Goff's MO. By the way, too, I guess to sum it up this way, because a lot of people are asking, and maybe I should save this for the Dan Campbell segment, because obviously we're revisiting that. It's crazy that 3 weeks ago, it looked like we were just packing it in for the season. Detroit Lions were. They traded off TJ Hutchinson. They fired Aubrey Pleasant. It was damn, on to 2023, I guess. Time to talk draft, guys. But here we are, 2 wins later following that. And dare I say, I'm not.
No.
I mean, we are. It's in the playoffs. Playoffs?
No, I think it's a little too soon for that. They beat a bad Packers team and a bad Bears team.
Yeah.
It's not much to – it feels good to win, don't get me wrong. You can celebrate those wins because it's obviously better than losing.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say playoffs yet. We'll see what they do. If they go out there and beat the Giants next week, then I would consider a playoff talk. Because the Giants, because the Giants are a good team. So if the Lions can go out there and beat the Giants, get their win streak to 3, then I would talk playoffs. But right now, they just beat 2 bad teams.
Yeah.
And before we get too deep into it, we do not kill the mood, but we have to give our respects. There were some passings. First things first, RIP to UFC and Bellator legend Anthony Rumble Johnson. Died at the age of 38. He was battling an illness for a while. I'm not sure exactly what the illness was, but he ended up passing over the weekend. The man was a legend by all accounts, a very good man, a very great guy, stand-up dude. So you hate to see a legend like that taken so soon, so early into his life. And he will be missed not only by fighting fans and his loved ones, but competitive sports fans around the world. Anthony Rumble Johnson, a great fighter.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
He had some power.
Yes, he did.
They call him Anthony Rumble Johnson for a reason. If you guys don't know who he is after the show, make sure you do some highlights because they're definitely there. And Anthony Rumble Johnson was definitely super impressive. But also, we'd like to wish or send our condolences to the parents and family and friends of Lavelle Davis Jr., Deshaun Perry, and Devin Chandler of Virginia University football team, who also passed over the weekend. Just some horrible news. And
3 football players from the University of Virginia slain in a shooting on campus.
Yep.
It's terrible to see these young men taken out in their primes. And prayers up for not only the families, obviously, and the friends, but the program as a whole. You know, you spend more time with those guys than you do your own family or friends at that point. So those are your brothers. Those are your brothers in arms. It's terrible to see them taken from the world when they had so much going for them.
100%. And then also, I'd just like to say, rest in peace, Israel Adesanya's title reign as a middleweight champion of the UFC. Damn.
That was a tough loss. That was Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira is a savage.
His nickname, like Porotan or whatever it is, like translates to Hands of Stone.
Yes.
Into English, and he even has like he has the tattoo he got before he got money, so it's really shitty looking, but boy is that fitting.
Yeah.
Every time he landed a shot, you heard the
thumps.
Yeah.
Thud. And he is probably the biggest middleweight I've ever seen in my life.
Hands down.
They said he was walking around at 210.
Well, you look at like how big Eazy is when you see him like step into the cage and fight these like other middleweights, and you're like, he's just too big and skilled. You know what I'm saying? Like it's tough, and the guys can't get him down. And then here comes a guy, dare I say, bigger than Israel Adesanya.
Yes.
And for the most part, Izzy was like winning that fight. I was 3-1 and heading into that 5th round.
It was for sure.
And really, and I hate saying it this way because I don't want to sound like he like was coasting or needed to by any means. But all he really did was survive that 5th round.
He did.
He would have retained the championship.
Been champ. He would have tied Anderson Silva for most consecutive middleweight title defenses with 13.
Damn.
But, you know, Alex Pereira caught him. He caught him lacking. And you could see, like you said, Hands of Stone is a fitting name.
Yes.
That man brings some power.
He's a terrifying, just looking human being in general. Like he was an alcoholic at age 16, and he did like construction before he joined like mixed martial arts community, and it shows.
Yes.
He's a scary looking human being. And then Izzy, you tweeted it out actually, and I don't know because I know when I watch the fights, you know, I enjoy a couple of adult beverages and have a good time with the boys.
Oh yeah.
You initially tweeted out that maybe a bit of an early stoppage.
I just feel like you got to put the champ out.
Yeah.
You're going for the belt. You got to put the champ out. Izzy was still up. He was not really defending himself, but he was still moving. He was still awake. So in my eyes, to win the belt, you got to knock the champ out.
I could see both sides, but I mean that I had to call that. You watched it, JB. You were actually one of the first ones to text the group.
Yeah. I'm glad I actually watched UFC 281 because this is the first time in a while that I've actually sat and watched a UFC pay-per-view. 7 first-round knockouts, a new UFC record.
It was a great card. Great card.
Yeah, amazing card. But yeah, as Spencer was saying, he wasn't really protecting himself, but the round could have still went on because he still seemed like he was aware. He was still moving, bobbing and weaving around, but he just wasn't protecting himself. And I think this is the UFC's way of just kind of protecting the longevity of their fighters right now.
I'm not sure exactly what the awards and the payouts went to, but I feel like Chandler and Poirier had to be fighting the night. That was a scrap. Chandler pulled some kind of bitch move where he fish hooked Poirier. You could see it. I always hate when
he snotted the
he snots the blood right in his mouth.
Oh, that was so disgusting.
So disgusting. But my guy Diamond fought through it, ended up getting him with the choke and the TKO. Had him tap out. So I love that. Dustin Poirier, probably the best boxer in the UFC.
I've been saying it.
Yeah, he's up there.
I've been saying
he's definitely up there. Like you said, when he outboxed Max Holloway,
yes,
you were like, okay, put some respect on that dude's name.
Because I love Max. He's like one of my favorite fighters for sure. Like without a doubt, he's one of the most like entertaining guys in the sport itself today. But he had said he was the best boxer. That was like after Dustin outclassed him. You know what I'm saying? It's like Dustin for sure, if not the best boxer in the lightweight division. If there's anybody else, maybe it's Conor by like a pure boxing standpoint, but no, that fight was what it was. What you paid for.
It was everything that it was hyped up to be. Like you said, you got what you paid for out of it. It was two savages in the ring trying to knock the other one's lights out. Michael Chandler is going to give you a show whenever you see him in the ring.
Every single time, man. It's crazy too. I felt bad for him as well, actually, just because. And I root for. I don't have like a for sure like. I guess one side I'm rooting for typically in these situations.
I like Dustin Poirier a little more.
I do like Dustin Poirier more too.
I like Chandler.
I got to meet Dustin as well when I went down for the Jake Paul fight, and he was actually like genuine as hell. Like we legitimately, because he was just coming in late. He's kind of like I was just filling him in like what was going on like in the boxing match we were watching. And it was crazy because for a minute. It's kind of like when I met Calvin. You forget like who this person is, And I'm like just filling him in the boxing match, like talking shit, like how I usually do. I'm like, holy shit, dude, this is Dustin Poirier. You know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty sweet. But it was funny though because Chandler came out guns a-blazing.
Yes, he did.
I'd say, who do you think won that first round?
I'm gonna give it to Poirier because he wobbled him at the end.
Yeah,
and it's close though.
It was close.
It was close.
The second round for sure, Chandler.
That was 10-8.
Yeah. It was funny though too because like. Obviously, the first half of the first round was Chandler up until obviously Poirier ended up like rocking him. But like I love Dustin, but it felt like leading into the fight, he just thought of himself as like higher or above like Chandler, And I don't know if like maybe you want to be that way when you're heading to like war and you have to be positive and I guess cocky in your abilities.
Yeah.
But you could tell he was like caught by a little bit of surprise. He genuinely looked pissed off like. This is not supposed to be happening right now.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on?
Yeah, Michael Chandler is an animal. He gets in there and he throws everything in every punch he has. Everything in every punch he has. You love to see it. The guy puts it all out there, and hopefully we'll see more of him, and we'll see maybe him versus Conor in the future. Maybe Chandler versus McGregor.
Yeah,
that would be something.
Would you rather see Chandler or Poirier versus McGregor?
Chandler.
Yeah.
So I think Dustin would body Conor again.
Really?
Yeah. Conor's washed, man. Conor's washed.
You could probably say that. That's fair. I promised you guys we're going to talk Detroit Lions. You guys haven't already, please make sure you hit that like button. Be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream, woodwardsports.com. Detroit Lions win. Again, we're just going over UFC 281 a little bit because we are MMA fans and we do like to give it the love it deserves because in my opinion, it is, if not the best sport, top two, top three for sure.
It's literally the closest human society has been to gladiators since ancient Rome. It's two guys locked in a cage trying to kill each other. It's awesome. But we are definitely going to talk a lot about the Lions getting a big win. Like we said, Dan Campbell's first win on the road. What went into it? Who stepped up? And what they can improve on going against the Giants this weekend. But first, let me tell you guys about The Butchery. The Butchery is the official meat supplier of the Woodward Sports Network. Call 248-682-2697. That's 248-682-COWS. Or move on over and order online at thebutcherysl.com. Shipping included for Woodward Sports customers. The Butchery meats, eats, and treats. Sandwiches to die for. Wagyu meats and artisan breads inspired by the legend Chef Dave. Only the best of the best for our meat-loving customers. An old-school butcher shop from a new-school perspective. I'm telling you guys, this is the best food I've ever had. If you want the best of the best, hit up The Butchery. Again, visit them online at thebutcherysl.com.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991, yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Swiss Insurance Group and their employees are heavily involved in their community. It's very rewarding, but it comes with great responsibility, like Spider-Man powers. If you sit on a local youth sports board, homeowners association, or volunteer coach, directors and officers insurance is a must. Make sure the kids, parents, and volunteers are all protected. Call Swiss Insurance today. What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Morax.
What up, though?
We got young Chris in the TV booth, JB Smooth with the ones and twos, and we're rocking along on a Victory Monday.
Victory Monday.
The third one of this year.
Don't get a lot of them around here.
Yeah, I mean,
second in a row, though.
Second in a row, though.
Boys, we're streaking.
We're streaking.
I don't know what you want me to say. 2 wins in a row against division opponents. Some people are dare I say, playoffs.
No, don't say it.
Like 1.5 games out of the playoffs, technically speaking.
Technically speaking, yes. You can get hype if you want. This isn't a playoff team to me.
Okay.
We need, like I said, if they go and beat New York, if they beat the Giants, then all bets are off. You guys can talk about playoffs as much as you want because that will be an impressive win against a team that is playing well. Right now, they've won back-to-back games against teams that are kind of struggling. So I'm not ready to put them in the playoff hunt just yet. But as we alluded to in the beginning, in the opening segment, this was the least Lions performance that I've seen in a long time.
Well, I don't know. We saw Lions performance on the other side of the ball.
We did,
The Bears.
The least Lions performance by the Lions that I've seen in a long time. No turnovers.
Yeah.
Only 2 penalties in the entire game. They actually scored in the second half. And Dan Campbell made great play calls. Dan Campbell made great situational calls. I loved his idea to go for it on 4th down early in the red zone. That resulted in a touchdown. It was 3-3 at the time. They decided to go for it on 4th down, got the touchdown out of it. Best case scenario is what happened. You get the touchdown. Worst case scenario, the Bears have it on their own 2-yard line. So that's a perfect situation to go for it for me.
Yeah.
And he didn't go crazy with it. He punted when he needed to punt, which Jack Fox shanked a couple of them, which was very uncharacteristic, but I won't hold it against him. Even Kobe missed a couple shots. But I expected you're kind of sitting on the edge of your seat in that game, right? Like, all right, when are the Lions going to, when are they going to be the Lions? When are the Lions going to let this one go?
To be fair, they were down 10-24 heading into the fourth quarter. So it kind of felt like they had already.
But I'm saying when they were coming back, when they made their comeback, they tied it up. You're like, all right, that looks. And then Justin Fields breaks off a 65-yard run for a touchdown, and you're like, well, here we go. But credit to them, the Bears fell apart completely. A bad penalty negated an interception in the red zone by Jared Goff.
Yes.
They had multiple penalties all over the place. I don't know the exact 9 penalties.
9 penalties by the Chicago Bears.
That is insane.
At home. Yeah.
And you have the pick 6 where Justin Fields, great play by Aidan Hutchinson, by the way. Aidan Hutchinson caused that pick 6 because it was a screenplay that Aidan Hutchinson read. And he backed off. He didn't run to Justin Fields. Yeah. He backed off, so Justin Fields had to kind of throw it over him.
Yeah.
And who's waiting there? But big one, big Hefe gets the interception. Turns it into 6. You love to see that. And then the Bears miss an extra point and end up losing by 1.
That was like the SOL moment, I guess you'd say, is like you get the pick 6 and it's like, holy, we just tied this thing up in the fourth quarter. of all quarters. And then Justin Fields goes for a 67-yard rushing touchdown. And then not only that, though, I think a lot of people are missing the point. Jared Goff went 3 and out like afterward.
Yeah.
Like, immediately after that. And then the defense stepped up.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, to the playoff point, I don't want to be as crazy to say we're going to make the playoffs. But in terms of, like, I said,
stamp it right now. Yes or no?
Detroit Lions making the playoffs?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No.
Playoffs?
If you're making me pick one right now, I'm not comfortable in it. But I will say this: they do, they continue on obviously a win streak, they do deserve to be a part of the conversation. Just
They're
because
literally on the graphic.
Yeah,
they were on a graphic from
1.5 games out,
and
then you look at the games they have coming up to the Jags 3-7, Panthers 3-7, Packers 4-6. We already beat them at home, and the Bears again 3-7, which we beat them at third place.
Yes,
like, well, that's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 dubs right there. I mean, I think if they go 6-2, they'll be 9-8, which could land you in the playoffs. But I'm not saying that.
The NFC's pretty weak, but I don't think they'll go 6-2 down the stretch.
They're more banking on other teams losing. Yes. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at the losses the Detroit Lions had outside of New England and outside of Dallas, where things got really ugly there for a minute, they're kind of hanging in there. Even with the 8-0, they might be 9-0 at this point, but the Eagles.
They play tonight.
So they're 8-0?
Yeah, they're 8-0. Yeah. They play Washington.
So even the undefeated Eagles, like the number 1 team in the NFC, a Super Bowl favorite this year, like, and it was at home, but it was the home opener. But like the Lions were pretty like neck and neck with them in the game, literally against the best team in the NFC. You know what I'm saying? The following week, we got the W the following week.
Yes.
So we go to Minnesota, which is the second best team in the NFC, and we really lost off of bad coaching decisions.
Yes.
The one that made me question Campbell, that I honestly can't lie to you guys. That's still like what the old people say, stuck in my craw. I can't get over that one. That one, I thought your dad say. Isn't he from like Alabama or his family is?
He's from North Carolina.
Shout out Papa Rex, Papa Rex. But that's what I'm saying. I know they're in the graphic, but I wouldn't necessarily count them out. Is it possible or is it probable that they go 6-2? Hell no. Odds are not in our favor. And like you said, the 2 teams that we did beat, I know that we're streaking, but they have a combined 7 wins between the Bears and the Packers. Like, it's not probable, but I guess we do have to put a little bit more respect on them. Is because again they hung in there for like a lot of the 6 losses we have.
Yeah.
A lot of them were pretty close.
Again, I don't care about close losses. I don't care about almost won.
Well, I guess the only reason why I bring it up is like that's just how like the game goes, though. Like,
yes, exactly. So
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't think we're like terrible enough to where like you'd for sure say it, but say that they're not going to make it. And I don't think they're going to make it either. Like odds are definitely against us going like 6-2. But the Bears game's a perfect example. The penalties they had and the turnover ultimately took them out. Jared Goff, what he's been known for this year, lots of turnovers.
Yes.
Took us out of games at points. Even though I know you guys were super pissed when I said in the Seattle game, if you take away that pick 6, you're like, put the defense. But the pick 6 sealed the deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What did the Chicago Bears have? A pick 6. Penalties. Same things that we're used to seeing the Lions doing.
The Bears did. And
we were the beneficiary, even in the Miami game.
Yeah. For me, it's just improbable because the Lions would not be able to make a mistake down the stretch. Because, like you said, they do have cupcake matchups against this Packers team who just beat the Cowboys, which the Cowboys beat us. So maybe the Packers aren't as bad as they were when they came to Detroit. But the Packers, you have that. You have the Bears. You have the Jaguars who completely fell off from their hot start. But then you have games like this Giants game that is not going to be an easy win. Like the Buffalo game that is not going to be an easy win. Like the Jets game that is not going to be an easy win. So the Lions would have to play damn near perfect football in the games that they're supposed to win to even want to squeak that out. And the NFL, you lose games you're not supposed to. It happens every year to every team. So it's going to happen to the Lions. To say they're going to go 6-2, I think that's a little premature.
Yeah.
Again, if they go into New York and beat the Giants, I will change my ways. I will start thinking of them as a team in the playoff hunt. But right now, like I said, they beat 2 bad teams, reeling, and I'm not ready to dive into those waters just yet.
For sure. Definitely pump the brakes on that like whole train. But I told my guy Dosa Dion that I said that they beat the Bears, I'll start entertaining it, and that's the only reason I let it slip into the prep today. But Chris, I see you had your hand up too.
I just wanted to ask Spencer in particular when it comes to, I'm with you. I don't care about close losses no more. Show me, get it done. But with that being said, if the Lions win a couple more of these games down the stretch, maybe not 6-2, but 4 wins or something like that, does that then change your mind going into next season, looking like, okay, there were some close games that, like, does that affect you in hindsight at all?
No.
Losing a couple more, winning a couple more close games?
No, there were close games last year. There are close games that a majority of NFL games are decided by 1 score or less. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL from week to week. That is because the NFL is very balanced talent-wise. So you don't put stock into close losses. It is about winning or losing games. You either made enough plays to win or you did not, and they did not. So they hung with the Eagles, but they lost. They hung with the Vikings, but they lost. Yeah. But they only lost because of coaching mistakes. Well, how do you know that won't show up more down the stretch when it matters?
My whole argument, I guess, for it, and again, I'm not one that's going to hop on the playoff train. I only admit I entertain it to my guy Dose Dion. But just speaking of that, you just know that they can hang with the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? You can't for sure say they're going to like lose out and just be terrible. Yeah, they had the same situation with. I mean, facing the Giants next week. All 7 of their wins are 1 scores. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the Giants have won a majority of the. You win 1 score games, you're a good team. You lose them, you're not.
They're only, I think, 3.5 is the spread right now for the Giants.
It's going to be close, and it comes down to coaching decisions and who's going to make more plays. So, like I said, I don't take stock into close losses. It doesn't matter to me, but I do know one thing. My cousin lives in Chicago.
Yeah.
My cousin Andrew.
Okay.
And he was at the game, sitting front row, decked out full Lions gear. Nice. Him, his wife, his friend's wife. They were getting rowdy. He was hammered. He was sending me Snapchats like, "Oh, sorry, Bears, look at that!" Like turning around, like, "Bye, everybody." It was so funny. He was pretty tragic, but he was getting after it, and he rubbed it in their faces because that would be such a good feeling to go see a game on the road.
Chris almost
anywhere.
Did. Yeah. Chris was thinking about it.
Yeah, you should have.
Because you were in Chicago.
I wanted to, but ultimately we had to get back. I want it, and then we were all just like, nah, we can't do this. We'd get back way too late. We had to check out the Airbnb early. But I did just for Detroit, just for my team, just for the Lions.
Pistons Soldier Field.
I wish I did, but as we were driving by, I was just screaming at every Bears fan I could see that Justin Fields is a munch and that he's a scrub and that Jay Cutler is not a god. I was just saying all sorts of things. Anything I know. I barely know any football, so I was just trashing people.
That's beautiful. And people in Chicago, they get after it. So if you were to go that game and talk some stuff, you might want to
be in shape.
Be in shape.
Yeah,
get the muscles going. And where you can do that is Planet Fitness, because as you know, we broadcast live from the Planet Fitness studios in Birmingham. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. The gym that has always been known for being clean is now cleaner than ever. They have tons of equipment, a full-body workout in just 30 minutes in the 30-minute circuit, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all of that for just $10 a month. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Thanksgiving is all about family and friends. That's why Woodward Sports wants to send you and your crew front row for the Thanksgiving Day football game.
Easy there. Hey, it's Thanksgiving. Shouldn't you be in Detroit losing a football game right now?
That's right, you and 3 people that you're thankful for sitting in row number 1. So close you can hear the action, smell the excitement, and taste the glory of Detroit football. All you have to do to enter is retweet or share our post on Twitter and IG, and tag 3 of your friends or family. If all 3 of those people are following Woodward Sports too, and we pick your name, you and your crew will all get the best seats inside Ford Field. So hop on Twitter and Instagram and tag your crew. And we'll see you Thanksgiving Day at Ford Field. Brought to you by Lady Jane's and Custom Health Centers.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
When you need apparel, there's only one place to go. Big Frog in Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl, and screen printing, Big Frog has it all in all the styles you want. So whether it's a sports team, fundraiser, school event, or corporate needs, Big Frog is your one-stop destination. Visit bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG.
Have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
At Alta,
Uptime
Mattis. Alta equipment has everything you need to get the job done. You got a big project coming up? Alta has you covered. Give them a call today, 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Again, that's 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Alta equipment where?
Uptime
Mattis. What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my guy Spin Mo Rex.
What up, though?
We got young Chris and the TD Move, JB Smooth, the ones and twos. And we're rocking along on a Victory Monday. If you guys haven't already, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream, WoodwardSports.com, and hit that like button. I'm so happy to talk about this next topic. I'm slamming the table because the same table slam I've been doing all damn season. Defend the Glen has been my motto.
Yes, it has.
All right, and one of the soldiers for Defend the Glen has been former number 3 overall pick Jeff Okudah, and I say Jeff Okudah because he was formerly known as Jeff, but Jeff has arrived.
He is a free.
He's free. Jeff is a free.
Yeah.
Balling. Pick 6, only his second pick in his career. And I want to say something real quick, too. I think there was, I don't know who it was. It was either an announcer or a fan that said, it's crazy, it's only his second pick. Honest to God, I'm being honest with you guys. I'm not bashing him. Please don't take this as a bash. But, he was never known for his interceptions at OSU.
Yes.
He was just known as a coverage guy. He was known as, what we see this year. Yes. He was a physical guy. And by the way, amongst starting cornerbacks in the league, I'm talking about guys that played 80% of their team snaps, I should say. Jeff Okudah ranks, and I actually got to correct myself. I said 15th in the tweet. He actually ranks 14th. PFF, they updated the games the other day. 14th amongst all quarterbacks in the NFL per PFF in defensive snaps this year. Pretty good. Oh, coverage? You want to talk about coverage snaps? 17th. And obviously, you can take that out of context. If you go, you take off the 80% of snaps, and you want to go by everyone because there's guys in there with 2 snaps, 1 game played, and they'll be in there too. But for terms of ballers, guys that actually seen the field starting, he is quite literally top 15 in the league. Mm-hmm. And you just love to see it. As a guy, as we drafted number 3, we were heartbroken. He's being called the bus all over town. It's just nice to see him on the field and producing.
It was my bold prediction at the beginning of the year was that El Jefe would lead the team in interceptions.
Yeah.
He's on track. I mean, you only got to get one more, and he's tied for the team lead. But he played a great game. He was only targeted twice, and no receptions resulted from those targets. He was clamping down the field. You love to see him being opportunistic on that pick 6. You love to see that. He was making plays when they were there to make. Obviously, Justin Fields did not throw the ball as much. I believe he only threw 20 passes in the game. But only 2 of them went to El Jefe's side because he had that clamped up over there. And you love to see the young man going out there and performing like this on a week-to-week basis. He's making plays. He locked down Justin Jefferson. He played against the Seahawks. He went out there and had a great game. And I'll admit, the Bears' receiving core is subpar, but they're still NFL players. Chase Claypool is still a guy that can beat you deep. Is still a guy that can make contested catches. Darnell Mooney is not someone to spit at. He is a good receiver. But Jefe went out there and he played a great game. He has been a focal point of this defense all season, and he is continuing to show that on a week-to-week basis, that he's not only getting better as he is getting more reps, but he's showing his athleticism, he's showing his physicality in the tackling game as well as defending wide receivers. You love to see Jefe out there making
happy
plays.
for him, man. Genuinely happy for him. I mean, this is all coming after an Achilles injury. And oh, by the way, there's another gentleman on our football team that hasn't seen the field yet dealing with the Achilles injury. He's not even come back from the Achilles injury, but he's come back and he's playing his ass off, and he's on a shitty defense along with it.
Yes.
Take that with a grain of salt. It's easy to see Detroit Lions, worst defense in the league, and then you don't notice he's part of it, and you kind of kind of lump him in there with that. But no, for the majority of the part, El Jefe has been playing pretty well this year.
Jefe is free. You love to see the guy out there because, like you said, you took so much slack.
Yes.
I was always on the part of we haven't seen the guy. We haven't seen him play.
Yeah.
He hasn't played enough for me to label him a bust. We both said that at the beginning of the season. He has not been on the field enough to be labeled as a bust yet.
Yeah.
You can't do that when the guy's only played 9 games. And now he's out there on a week-to-week basis, healthy, CB1, leading the defense, being without probably the best player on this defense all year in Tracy Walker.
Yeah.
A guy that you know was behind you. A guy that you know, if you made a mistake, he'd clean it up for you.
Yeah.
Now he's got rookies back there. He's got Kirby Joseph, who's playing well. Didn't play too great, but he's playing well.
Came back to earth this year.
Came back to earth this week. But not having Tracy Walker back there is a huge, huge feather in the cap for young Jeff Okudah.
Yeah.
Because he's still out there doing his thing, and he doesn't have the best player on the Lions defense behind him to cover up for him if he gets beat or makes a mistake.
You want to even look at, like, immediately after the Detroit Lions game, we were blessed with them giving us, I think it was CBS, or I don't know what channel it was. I think it was Fox, which I usually think Fox has NFC, but nonetheless, we were blessed with that. Well, I guess that's an NFC game. The Minnesota Vikings versus the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
And boy, was that, like,
That was
worth
a
the price of
great
admission,
game.
too. You saw Justin Jefferson come down with
Catch of the year. Catch of the century.
100%. Like, all this stuff has been impressive. I'm not going to discount Pickens had one this year. I'm not going to discount Beckham. And anybody else who did that. He did it with somebody 2 hands on the ball.
Yeah.
Trying to snatch it away from him. And he still come down with it. Guess what Jefe did? He shut that man down. And you can say he had the safety over the top. That is true. That can't be denied. But he still did his part. Even he didn't have the safety over the top in every single situation either. Like, we have to give this man his flowers. It's to a point. We talked about a little bit picking up his 5th-year option, but I think they do, and that's in the future. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like rush that conversation, but I'm just proud of Jeff Okudah. I'm just proud of, like, again, as a Detroit Lions fan, knowing that he was invested in at the 3rd overall pick and is questionable by a lot of us. It was also that 2020 weird COVID draft situation too,
and he was in Matt Patricia's defense.
Well, he's a rookie as well,
and he was put out there on an island by himself in a defense as a rookie, going up against Devontae Adams and guys like that. Like, come on, give him a break. And you might call him Jeffany, but I call him Hefane, and he's out there making plays. You love to see it. He talked about the comeback. We saw it in his preparation for the season. He was out there grinding. I'm out there grinding.
Well, that's why I'm such a big fan of it too. Is like all the media slander.
Yes.
Even by some of us here at the network, but everywhere though, like through fans. Well, I'm not like trying to call anybody out, but like it was by everybody. Though, it came in a landslide, and it's like it was a situation where like he was hurt too, and it's like he couldn't really do much about it to like prove himself. He had that one bad game against San Francisco, and then he was out. So like that was the only like memory you had of him that season, on top of like his rookie year. So it was easy to throw these things at him. Oh, bust. Oh, he sucks. Oh, this. Oh, that. And like, what did we see every time on social media with Jeff Okudah this season? Was him busting his ass.
Yes.
Working
in
every single
the
time.
lab.
Not even, there weren't no words. There were no, like, I think it was him just busting his ass every single time. He was just so like, even when you hear him spoke at the podium, and I apologize, I can't remember any like specific quotes, but I remember just like listening and being like, this kid has his shit together. This kid has his life together.
He was
like,
about the work. He was about the comeback. He was about the drive. Not,
you know how easy it is to fall like in the slums with that, because not only are you just dealing with your own issue by itself, like being injured and having like these bad performances, but then you also in the public eye where people are constantly slandering
on you.
Yeah. And bounce back from that, like the mental resilience, let alone the athleticism he's showing on the field too. I'm a big fan, to be honest with you.
I'm a big fan too. Like you said, the mental resilience and the physical toll that this took. Like, an Achilles injury is not something that a lot of people spring back from and are the same player. An Achilles injury literally ended Kobe Bryant's career.
Facts.
Achilles injury, you saw what it's done to Klay Thompson. It turned him to one of the best two-way players, one of the best defenders in the league, to a guy that's just kind of out there and shoots threes. So for Okudah, in a position that requires so much quick twitch movements, quick twitch speeds, and cutting, backpedaling, to bounce back from this and have this type of year is extremely impressive.
100%. And like, Are there going to be plays where he's been burnt? Are there going to be plays where he gets scored on?
That's what happens.
That's the
name of the game.
That's what happens at the position. You look at from Darius Slay to Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey was clowned in that Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. It happens. It is the toughest position, if not the toughest position to play in the NFL, especially as like that transition period time too, where you're coming from a college guy to the pro level. It's I'm just a fan. Again, I'm more so rooting for him because I've had moments in my life where I just felt like just down, like just shit was bad out of luck, and it was tough to like stay positive to like make it out of those situations. Mm-hmm. But I was blessed of like just dealing with that in myself, my family, friends. Again, this guy's in the public eye dealing with that stuff.
Imagine opening Twitter and seeing everybody, you're a bum, you suck, don't even come back.
By fat asses like us, too. Or people with not even a profile picture. Like loser, bum, 12-year-old kids, like all that stuff. Yeah. And just to rise above it and pull your dick out and tell them to, I mean, maybe that's a little bit too far, but
a little bit, but it's all
right. Suck it! Yeah. It's pretty cool to see, just as a human being, like, comeback story. Everybody roots for the underdog.
Everybody roots for an underdog. Everybody loves a comeback story. You know, Rocky, Kim Kardashian, everybody loves it. So I'm very excited to see Jeff Okudah, El Jefe, continue this success. Continue the string games together. He's going up against the Giants, who, again, they're not really a pass-happy offense, but they've got guys out there. Wan'Dale Robinson's a good player. Mm-hmm. Darius Slayton is a good player. Yeah. Kenny Golladay sucks. But I'm excited to see Jefe go out there and kind of create that same havoc that he has by doing it in different ways too, locking up, making tackles, getting a pick six, doing what he needs to do to put his defense and to put his team in the best position to win football games.
100%. I love those. I gotta find one of those Kudu Matata Jeff Okudah shirts. Yeah, those are fire. I gotta bring those back. But if you want to just customly make it and wear it on your own, where would you go?
Obviously, you go to Big Frog. There's no other choice because you can get a free Woodward Sports t-shirt all month long at Big Frog in Novi. All you got to do is stop in, tell them we sent you, and they will print you out one on the spot. The away fan popped in there and got his when he was in town. So make sure you go to Big Frog in Novi and get your free t-shirt or visit them online at bigfrog.com/Novi.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
For a limited time only, all new burgers and loaded fries at Big Boy. It's not a Slim Jim, it's the Big Jim. The chili cheese is such a tease. Guess what else is new? The bacon blue. How about upgrading those fries? Chili cheese fries, baked potato fries, nacho fries, what will it be? Satisfy those taste buds at Big Boy.
My name is Lee. I've lost 35 pounds on the Custom Health Center program. So the three biggest benefits that I've gotten from this program has been I'm not snoring anymore, I have a lot of energy, it's great, and oh, by the way, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Downtown Detroit is all decked out this holiday season with the return of the Cadillac Lodge in Monroe Street Midway. The Midway has a giant slide, winter bumper cars, and an indoor arcade. Plus, you can grab drinks at Lodge before and after games. This actually sounds lit. I'm down to check that out. Shop, eat, and play downtown all winter long with deckedoutdetroit.com.
You had me at eat.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. If you guys haven't already, please make sure you hit that like button. Be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Again, that's WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my guy Spin More Rex.
What up, though?
You got young Chris in the TV booth, JB Smooth and ones and twos. The Woodward Sports chat is popping off with these band names. Yeah. And I'm telling you guys, I ain't going to lie to you, they are fire.
They're fun.
Please DM these to me. I'm going to make these shirts,
Meet
bro.
Metallica.
I have to make these shirts. These are way too, like, this is brilliant.
Shout out iKing for starting it.
Yeah. Shout out, iKing starts everything.
Boys for men.
iKing never misses. He's brutal.
iKing never misses.
All right, we got Because I saw Patty Grimes in the Sports Chat. He says, Goff comeback story. I've seen the one weirdo Dennis in there too. And Jared Goff did it all by himself. And I promise you guys we're going to address that. But we're being positive first. You know what I'm saying? You want the good news, then you want the bad news.
I got quite a bit here on Jared Goff.
Yeah, it's a little
you
bright.
can kind of see it. It's a little too wide.
It wrote an invisible
But
ink.
I got a whole page here on what I'm going to say about Jared Goff. But I want to keep it positive for now.
Okay. So, talking about Aidan Hutchinson?
Let's talk about Aidan Hutchinson.
That's pretty positive yesterday.
That is pretty positive. You look at what he did. He had 8 solo tackles. He had the 1 sack and the tackle for loss.
Mm-hmm.
He RKO'd David Montgomery on the goal line to save a touchdown.
From the back,
Went
too.
down the line. Yeah, hawked him down, screamed down the line. RKO! Watch out, watch out, watch out.
God, he's broken it out.
It was a beautiful sight. Aidan Hutchinson is improving on a week-to-week basis. We talked about that with Jeff Okudah, and I talked about this weeks ago, that this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see improvement.
Yeah.
I wanted to see players getting better week to week, making better decisions, making better reads. And what is Aidan Hutchinson doing? He got burnt by a couple screens early in his career. He over-pursued early in his career, and now he's staying back. He's back there making plays. We saw him with the interception on the David Bakhtiari pass attempt against the Packers. This one, he 112% led to the pick six by young Jeff Okudah. I love to see Aidan Hutchinson not only evolving as a pass rusher, but evolving as a defensive player, making moves in not only the run game, but the screen game, getting to the quarterback, making different plays, being there, having 8 solo tackles in a single game, getting that sack to basically end the game. Obviously, the last one really ended it, but his cemented that the Bears probably weren't going to do anything. So you love to see Aidan Hutchinson improving more, shedding off that bust title that some people gave him at the beginning of the year, and he is playing great. He is playing very well.
110,000%, man. Aidan Hutchinson, just the entire defense in general. Like, again, let's not forget the Bears did put 30 points on us, and it could have been 31, but they missed the kick. But stepping up like when it mattered.
Yes.
So we always go into these situations because the Lions' offense kind of been sputtering a little bit from what we saw in the first half, and there are some injuries to go along with that. But we always talk about these second half adjustments by Ben Johnson and company, Dan Campbell and company. Well, let me tell you something about Aaron Glenn. Yes, he did have a 67-yard touchdown run after the fact, and we did have a mistake by a rookie player, Kirby Joseph, the touchdown with Cole Kmet. But outside of that, again, when it mattered most,
yes,
these guys contained the edge. My guy Josh Pascal included, although he went out with a knee injury, and they got the job done. Mm-hmm. And as much as I do want to praise Aidan Hutchinson too, by the way, like hell of a performance. 8 solo tackles, like those 8. That's not a combined. That's 8 solo boys. Yes. One of them tackle for loss. That was the RKO.
Yeah.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! On David Montgomery. And then the sack that helped close out the game too.
Yes.
Like, it's crazy. I spoke about it. I don't know if it was either last week or. Nonetheless, we talked about like your defense doesn't always have to be like elite and amazing in terms of like rankings, like and points and yards, stuff like that. Be opportunistic because when you had those turnovers, man, you're not taking the points off the board for them, but then you're giving your offense another like opportunity to score.
Yes.
He had that effect on the Jeff Okudah interception, like you said, and then also when it come down to it, at the end of the game, again being opportunistic, had the sack, and then they were chasing him down towards the end of the game too. Like it was this kid. And I asked this actually to I think I was talking about this with Noah in the back beforehand. I'm like, was like this like instinct, like the player reads, like was that on the draft profile? I really don't remember like that being one of the selling points. It was all busting his ass and he's like just pro ready level and all that stuff like that. But like that's been a pleasant surprise of Aidan Hutchinson.
It has,
and it's like as you said, it's come along throughout the weeks and. You just love to see it, bro. As much as I'm again praising Aidan Hutchinson, I want to turn some of that and credit some of that to
AG. It definitely
defend the Glenn,
coaching
baby.
him up. It's what happens. And we talked about early in the beginning of the season, during training camp, during mini camp, during OTAs, they were talking about Aidan Hutchinson surprising them with his athleticism.
Yeah,
saying we didn't know that he was this athletic. Saying we didn't know he could make and we're seeing it. We're seeing him making diving interceptions. We're seeing him getting out and covering corners, or covering wide receivers and running backs and tight ends in the flats on those screens. And I saw a couple plays where he was one-on-one with Justin Fields. Justin Fields was rolling out, and he wasn't running away from him. Aidan Hutchinson was staying there with him.
Yeah.
There was a couple where Justin Fields roll out to his right, and Aidan Hutchinson's right there, and he's not running away from him. He's not getting that edge. Aidan Hutchinson is either forcing him to run out of bounds for a short gain or throw the ball out of bounds for nothing. And these are impressive things when you see a guy who is learning as he goes at the highest level. You could tell he is taking the coaching from Aaron Glenn. And it's impressive. It's impressive to see him, I don't want to say completely right the wrongs of his first 3 games.
Yeah.
But you could tell that those were ingrained into his mind.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's not, there's expectations along with this process too. You know what I'm saying? Like, not only is he developing, but he's also expected to be like the guy. Not just like be number 2 pick, like, because our defense is so depleted of talent. Again, I mean, outside Josh Pascal, Quara showed up yesterday too, two sacks with him as well. But like, he's expected to be the guy, and he is that. Not only did he get that sack on that 2nd down or 3rd down, whatever it was in the 4th quarter to help seal the game. Immediately after, what does he do? You saw him do the one little dance for a minute, but after that, you see him winding his hand up, reminding these guys, "Hey, the clock's running. We still got to go. They're about to rush, spike the ball again. They're trying to win. We got to finish this game out." Like, that's some good stuff you like to see, man. It really is. And like, I don't know what I truly expected out of him this year. I thought it was going to be more of like a slow start to his career. That's just how I felt personally, and I'm glad to have been wrong on that. I think Aidan Hutchinson has showed some growth, man. Like some big growth,
some big time growth.
1 year, you know what I'm saying? So like,
not even in like 5 games.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be. He's going to be a staple for this Detroit Lions defense for a while. And you love, on top of like just being like talented, it come with hard work. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, and maybe a little bit, he's like 6'7", he's still a huge dude, but it comes off the tails of him busting his ass like to get there. He wasn't just like blessed with like, I don't know, I can't think of a name. Alden Smith. I feel like Alden Smith was one of those guys. He's kind of just
Alden Smith
born
was a freak of nature.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, this guy would get out of jail, come in, get 2 sacks. He was a monster. But like, to have like that guy who busts his ass as like your leader, it's a good cornerstone piece to have for that defense for years to come. Jeff Okudah too, by the way. Like, both those gentlemen, as like, hey, these are the best guys on the defense. Like, if you ever questions in the field, like, look to these guys, and Tracy Walker probably one of those too. But like, again, people who've bust their ass to have the little bit of success that they have. JB, what do you think about Aidan Hutchinson? I don't want to say a rival. He was supposed to be this, right? I mean,
well, yeah, he was supposed to be this, and right now I'm proud of him, just the way that he performed out there on Sunday. I'll tell you right now that RKO around the back had me one of those Joe Rogan moments. I was like, I was impressed. So like, my man is stepping up 110% in just that short amount of time that he's been out there, and I think we've got a very good young core defense right here that is just going to help us in years.
Yes. You're seeing this young core of our defense. You see the makings of a building block of what could be a great defense in the future. You look at how they're getting it on every level now.
And then 5 picks in the
five
first,
picks in the top 60
next year? Top 60?
Yeah. You look at Aidan Hutchinson. You look at Jeff Okudah, Kirby Joseph, Malcolm Rodriguez. These guys are pieces that will hopefully be here for a long time to come and be the cornerstones of this Detroit Lions defense.
1,000%. And again, to AG, opening up and allowing to rush out that 2-point stance. Mm-hmm. Kirby Joseph, and I know he had a bad game yesterday, but just these young guys are being asked to do like so much, and that's part of like my defense of AG in the beginning of the year, and people as wanting to fire him and stuff like that. I'm like, these guys are literally learning the game. And some of them aren't even supposed to be starting right now. Like, as much as I love Malcolm, like, you heard Cal Shepard. I don't want to start a 6th-round quarterback, like a linebacker. I have to. And although he didn't play yesterday, Derek Barnes, a former 4th-round pick, had to step up. And I don't have his numbers in front of me, but I saw his number out there a couple times. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And like, and I honestly, I thought Derek Barnes would be a weapon in this game personally, just because of like his athleticism in terms of like having to stop like a running quarterback. And ultimately, the Bears did put up 30. But again, I spoke about it earlier in the segment.
Derek Barnes had 2 tackles.
2 tackles. Yeah. Opportunistic. You need a defense to be opportunistic. If you come up and you show up in the right moments, like that's That's all you need a lot of times. I mean, you look at the Vikings situation yesterday, an overtime game. They got the interception to seal the deal. They got the fumble recovery in the end zone, and now that was a little bit more of a mistake on the Bills' part, but just awareness, the overall, like just what the Detroit Lions are. You're not counting yourself out, and you're always scrapping for it. And when you capitalize on them, what happens?
It's the grit. We're actually seeing the grit materialize.
100%.
We're seeing them take advantage of situations where they keep scrapping, they keep it close, and they make the plays when it counts to get themselves the victory. So it's very impressive. And if you're a Bears fan, you might have some trouble
Jared Goff and the Lions.
wrapping your mind around what just happened, but we got the place for you, and that is SMA, or the Sports Marketing Agency. The Sports Marketing Agency helps spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help, and trust me, I used to work in this field. I know a lot of people deal with the stigma of going forward and getting the help they deserve because they feel like people will judge them for it. So if you or someone you know are struggling, make sure you go to thesportsma.com to get the help you deserve.
Thanksgiving is all about family and friends. That's why Woodward Sports wants to send you and your crew front row for the Thanksgiving Day football game.
Easy there. Hey, it's Thanksgiving. Shouldn't you be in Detroit losing a football game right now?
That's right, you and 3 people that you're thankful for sitting in row number 1. So close you can hear the action, smell the excitement, and taste the glory of Detroit football. All you have to do to enter is retweet or share our post on Twitter and IG, and tag 3 of your friends or family. If all 3 of those people are following Woodward Sports too, and we pick your name, you and your crew will all get the best seats inside Ford Field. So hop on Twitter and Instagram and tag your crew. And we'll see you Thanksgiving Day at Ford Field. Brought to you by Lady Jane's and Custom Health Centers.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy, better sleep, blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
The Foaling Warehouse in Hamtramck is the home of the original football bowling pin game called Foaling. Multiple different ways you can play. They've got $12 open unlimited play as well as private lane reservation for $120. If you get thirsty, they've got a $2 mystery beer vending machine as well as multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from. So make sure you go check them out in Hamtramck or visit them online at foalingwarehouse.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spinmo Rex.
What up, though?
We've got young Chris in the TV booth, JB Smooth with the 1s and 2s. We're walking along on a Victory Monday. Positive vibes in the building. It's time to kill him. Cut the damn music, JB. I'm about to murder this dude, Jared Goff. Not playing. You cut that. I apologize. But a lot of people crediting Jared Goff for this one. I saw already my guy Patty Grimes. I don't know if Patty in the Woodward Sports chat if you were trolling. We saw Dennis from Detroit, whatever.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They want you to give Jared Goff his credit.
Yeah.
They want us to give. They want to hear he's a long-term guy. They want to hear that we're going to make the playoffs with him. They want to hear that we're going to win a Super Bowl with him. We're going to build around him.
You came to the wrong show, partner.
Rip him, Lotto, rip him.
It is. I will give Jared Goff his credit for this game. He played a good game. Did not make a good game. Not a great game. Did not make any mistakes, and he had a good final drive. Led them down the field. Got them the win. But Jared Goff is Jimmy Garoppolo. Jared Goff is Ryan Tannehill. When I hear Detroit Lions fans calling Jared Goff elite, calling Jared Goff a top 5 quarterback, and trust me, they're there. Go check my Twitter if you don't believe me. It doesn't make sense to me. Don't you think the 49ers would want a better quarterback than Jimmy Garoppolo in their multiple Super Bowl runs. Oh, wait, they do. That's why they invested a lot of capital into getting Trey Lance. Don't you think the Tennessee Titans would want a better quarterback than Ryan Tannehill when they had an offense consisting of Derrick Henry, Julio Jones, and A.J. Brown? Don't you think the Los Angeles Rams would want a better quarterback than Jared Goff when they're trying to win Super Bowls? Oh, wait! That's what they did! They went out and got one. They traded for one who was not elite. I'm not saying you need Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen or Tom Brady, but you need a quarterback with elite skill sets. Whether that be pocket awareness, whether that be arm strength, whether that be athleticism, there needs to be something in their repertoire that is elite and results in victories. Jared Goff is a game manager. Jared Goff is a guy that can win when everything is right around him. And I'm not talking about winning by beating a bad Packers team or a bad Bears team. I'm talking about winning consecutively, maybe more than 3 wins on a season, maybe going to a playoffs. You can do that with Jared Goff if every other facet of your team is elite. And you cannot create an elite lineup with a quarterback making $30 million a year. It will not happen. I'm sorry. But Jared Goff is no more than a game manager. I'm fine with what he is now. I'm fine with how they have him now. But the Detroit Lions will 120% be drafting their quarterback of the future very soon. Jared Goff is not the guy. You're not that guy, pal.
Yeah.
And I know Brad Holmes knows he's not that guy.
He's come out and inadvertently said it.
Yes.
That, you know, they asked him. I had the clip. I'll play it for you guys again one day. But like Rich Eisen straight up asked him, like, "Hey, we noticed you passed up on a couple quarterbacks there. Like, what happened?" He said, "If there's a guy that we would believe in, we would have taken him." Point blank. Like, that's no, like a lot of people say, oh, Dan Campbell was trying to protect so-and-so's feelings, or Brad Holmes was trying to protect so-and-so's feelings. Like, no, they've been, especially Dan Campbell more than anyone, have been pretty straightforward about everything. You know what I'm saying? He's been critical of Goff. In fact, the same opinion that I shared about the Seattle Seahawks game, he said too, the same exact thing. Hey, it's hard to win games when you're spotting the other team 6. Hey, guess what happened to the Bears? Justin Fields played his ass off, but guess what he did? He spotted us 6. It's hard to win games like that. You said the stat countless amount of times. The most turnovers since 2019.
Most turnovers in the NFL since 2019.
I have another.
That's real elite.
100%. And I have another one for you guys too. Since the bye week this year, mind you of how hot this offense started. Elite, top 3 in the league. Since the bye week, Jared Goff stats: 4 touchdowns. Nice. By the way, since the bye week, Dallas, Miami, Green Bay, Chicago.
Yes.
4 games, 4 touchdowns. So touchdown per if you want. 3 interceptions, 3 fumbles, and 922 yards.
Yes.
It's hard to win games when you're coughing up the football like that. Did he win yesterday? Yes. Did he have a touchdown yesterday? Yes. But guess what else? He threw an interception. Down 10-24 in the red zone. Throws an interception. Thank God the Chicago Bears had a penalty on the play.
Jared Goff should buy Trinity Benson a car. Because if Trinity Benson didn't throw the man's fist that was standing in front of him, if he didn't, if he didn't throw his neck at the young man's fist that was standing in front of him, that would have been an interception, and that could have possibly been a game-sealing interception.
Yeah, 100%. That was in the 4th quarter.
Yes,
they're already up double digits. He threw it right to him. You and I watched it back, and we were like, I feel like he wasn't even looking.
He wasn't. And
he did check his first read. I will say that.
It wasn't.
We watched the all-22 side of it, too.
I even said that. I was like, I feel like he was going swift 100%. I feel like him looking over there was a front. Like, he wasn't checking a read over there.
Right.
He was just like, because he didn't look for his read. He just immediately turned and went to throw it to Swift, who was going to be in triple coverage.
Yeah.
And last week, who does I forget who did the Greg Olsen doing the color commentary of that game, said, "Oh, it looks like he just didn't see Jair Alexander there when he threw that interception." You don't see the best player on the field. You should know where that man is at all times.
100%.
Pre-snap read. Jair Alexander right there, 23. Like, that should be a cue for you. But it is what it is. He didn't do anything to lose the game this week.
He did have a couple. Had the one pass to Khalif Raymond.
Yes, he had a couple nice. He can throw a nice ball. Not consistent if he's in a clean pocket.
Yeah.
It's his only read and it's wide open. He can throw a nice ball. But anytime anything somewhat goes wrong, someone's in his face. If they're in the double coverage, if his first read isn't there, everyone starts losing their mind. He completely falls apart.
Yeah.
He's a one-read quarterback who does not have elite athleticism or elite arm talent, and that's just not worth $30 million to me. I'm sorry.
That's you hit the nail right in the button right there too. It's the $30 million contract that comes along with it. Like, can you win with Jared Goff? I guess.
If you're paying him $4 million and you can build an elite roster around him.
Thank you. Yeah, if you can then usher in a Dominican Sue alongside your great draft piece and Aaron Donald, you have a Robert Quinn along next side of them. Oh, then you can afford to trade for Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, when he's on a rookie deal. But you can't pay a guy of this caliber $30 million and expect to win football games. It's just not going to happen. And the reality is, a shout out to Mike in the Woodward Sports chat says, Detroit was nearly close to trading with Carolina.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have had a Jared Goff. Jared Goff, I promise you guys, he's not part of the future. He's just not. Not at $30 million.
Brad Holmes on Rich Eisen
100%
said, on record, if my guy's there at quarterback, I'm taking him.
And then you have my guy, shout out to DNC. I'm sorry. He doesn't want me saying shout out, but DNC Entertainment in the Woodward Sports chat says, cough. Josh Allen is one away from taking that turnover crown in terms of how we always throw out the stat. Jared Goff leads the league since 2019. Josh Allen also is second in the league in touchdowns this year. Josh Allen also could run the football. Josh Allen also has pocket awareness and mobility. So he has other assets. Like, that's the thing too. Is
you can make up for that.
Yes.
If you have elite capabilities, if you have an elite skill set like Josh Allen does, with probably the biggest arm in the NFL, definitely the biggest body at the quarterback position in the NFL, and great speed. Jared Goff has none of that and is still turning the ball over more. Like, that's what it is, man. I could somewhat stomach the interceptions by Matt Stafford when he's throwing the ball 60 yards down the field.
Yeah.
But when Jared Goff is getting intercepted on 5-yard crossing routes, it's completely different.
Yeah. It's just a whole different scenario. I don't even know why it's a conversation, to be honest with you. Like, again, 2-game win streak.
Yeah.
4 touchdowns. 6 turnovers. Like, $30 million.
Yeah, come on.
It's taking, 14% of your salary cap?
$30 million.
It's not. Again, I'm not trying to, I know we're coming off a win. I'm not trying to, bash everything like that. It's just a reality.
He played a good game.
It's being discussed, and I have to address it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Jared Goff he played a good game.
Okay.
He had a good drive at the end of the game to take the team down the field and win the game. He did.
100%.
But he also, Jared Goff, you will never win a game because of Jared Goff. He'll never go out there and win you a game. But you can win with him if everything else around him is perfect. And you can't do that when you're paying him $30 million. You can't.
Yeah, I guess it's the main point where I think someone's trying to credit Jared Goff for yesterday's victory, and which obviously he played a part of it. It's a team sport at the end of the day. But I'm crediting the defense with that one. They literally have an interception themselves.
Yes,
that tied the game up, and then they let up a touchdown after that. Sure,
Anzalone and Kirby Joseph both missed tackles on that.
Yeah.
On that Justin Fields touchdown run.
And beyond that, too, if they have a situation where they could, the Bears could have went out there and still win the game, or at least gotten field goal range, or whatever the hell else, and it didn't happen because the Lions defense stepped up.
Yes.
I mean, if I'm giving the game ball to anyone on any side of the ball of the team, it's the defense. I'm giving
it to Jeff Okudah, or
2 weeks in a row. By the way, the defense stepped up to help you win games.
Julian Okwara had some big
2 sacks yesterday. Yeah. It is crazy too. At the very end of the game, they wrapped him up, and he still wouldn't go down. Justin Fields, it's just crazy because he's so damn fast, but you forget how huge he is.
He's a big guy.
He's a problem, man. He's a problem.
He is. And if you don't want any problems deciding where you're going to get your hair cut, all you got to do is come to Lady Jane's, because as you know, we broadcast live from the headquarters of Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men in Birmingham. It's definitely awesome. If I want to, maybe clean up my dead ends a little bit, take an inch or two off after the show, I could sit down in one of those chairs, and I know Alyssa or Bethany will take care of me. Come into Lady Jane's for an award-winning experience and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win a down payment for your dream home, up to $200,000. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, no appointment necessary, because at Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome. We are the Woodward Heavyweights, and we'll be right back on a more positive note.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zuniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Whether you're a player or a fan, helping you buy, sell, or invest is Michael Phillips' top priority. Being in the game for 23 years makes Mike the #1 option for anyone. If you have real estate needs, call Michael Phillips at 313-403-0011. That's 313-403-0011. Michael Phillips, game on.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodsportsSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spinmo Rex.
What up, though?
We got young Chris in the T-Booth, JB Smooth with the 1s and 2s. Victory Mondays here. And I said that earlier in the show. Just 3 short weeks ago.
Yes.
Detroit Lions were packing it in for the season.
They were.
Fired Aubrey Pleasant, who's with the Green Bay Packers now, by the way.
Picked up by the Green Bay Packers.
Interesting enough. I hate when that happens. More so with the coach than with the player, because they are the X's and O's.
Yes.
Hate when that happens, but I digress. Again, 3 short weeks ago, even myself, when people talk about firing Dan Campbell, I'd be like, I can't say he's the guy. Again, back-to-back wins, win streak, first road victory. How you feeling with the sophomore head coach Dan Campbell? Are you back on the board? I mean, are you still ready to fire him?
I was, the last time we spoke of this, I said I was on the edge of the plank, ready to jump off into the waters of fire Dan Campbell. I took about 2 steps back since then.
Okay.
I'm starting to see something. I'm starting to see some improvement. I'm starting to see him make in-game decisions that aren't the dumbest things I've ever seen. I'm starting to see him making the right calls, the right decisions, going forward at the correct times, not just any time whenever he feels like it. I'm still not ready to say, yeah, Dan Campbell's my guy, let's run it. He's coach of the year. He's going to be great. He'll lead us to a Super Bowl, man. I'm not there just yet, but I'm also not ready to fire him right away, because these have been things that the Detroit Lions normally don't do, is win 2 division games in a row, one of them being on the road. When's the last time you've seen the Detroit Lions do that? That is something that I like to see. Him winning meaningful division games, him getting that monkey off his back of not having a road win for the Detroit Lions. You like to see that. I'm not there yet to where it's fire him or keep him. I'm just take a little step back. I'm kind of backing up a little bit. I'm happy with what I've been seeing. I'm happy with the growth that he's been showing throughout the season.
Yeah, it's I don't even know how to it's tough to evaluate, because not much has changed for me personally. I think one thing I can say that's for sure changed is the fact that in a situation like example Chicago, we're down 3-0. He didn't go for it on 4th down in the red zone. He was like, you know what, let's take this field goal. Boom, we're back to even. And then from there, he had another opportunity to go for it on 4th down, and he did. And it made more sense there, in my opinion, to go for on fourth down because the game was even at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like you're even 3-3. You decide what you want to do from there, and it's worth it to go for the touchdown because they can only tie it at best, unless it went 4-on-2, obviously. So there's that side of it that we have seen change, and I think we've seen that change even going back to like the Dallas game. But there's still like some situations, and Green Bay being one, where our defense, fortunately enough, was the beneficiary of it, where he went for it on fourth down and put the ball in Jared Goff's hands, and we didn't get it. And then you had a situation, we had a Hall of Fame quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, game on the line at midfield.
Throwing prissy fits in the middle. Like, looking like a spoiled little kid.
But he still gave him the opportunity to win the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like that was still a situation that happened. But I even once more thought back to the situation of like all these games, Detroit Lions and the Giants included. Brian Daboll's getting paraded around because they're 7-1, but these are close, like one-score games. They're hanging on by the edge of their seat like every single time in these victories, and we just have been on the bad end of it. Obviously, we had the two situations in Dallas where Jared Goff had this turnover city there, and then the same situation against New England. But those are situations where I point to the players. You know what I'm saying? And I guess the 4th and 7 in New England was pretty freaking ugly. I'm not gonna lie to you, that
was very ugly.
And Jared Goff ended up fumbling that one, and they took it back for a touchdown, scoop and score.
That was the worst decision he's made all year.
The Minnesota Vikings won.
That one cost them more.
It just made no sense, though.
Yeah.
It made zero. Like, this field goal does nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I hated that one so much. The 4th and 7, maybe they didn't trust Badgley because maybe Justin in the back was texting him like, "This guy sucks." Our graphics guy Justin hates Michael Badgley, but I've always been like on the edge, the same way as you. I just didn't carry the way because I don't know if I necessarily believe that he was the coach of the future. I've always believed in the guys he has, like within the AGs, the Ben Johnson. Like, those are the people I believe in. So as long as they're there, then yeah, I guess I can restore a little bit more faith in Dan Campbell moving forward.
Restore the roar.
Because as you said, we have seen progression through these young players. Out of all defenses in the NFL, we are starting the most rookies. If I'm not mistaken, we're starting the most young guys this period.
Yes.
We had a second-year guy filling for our rookie that was starting for us at linebacker.
Yeah.
Like, we're a young football team. But I guess come out on top and have some victories now, you do feel a little bit better. But a lot of these games are a lot of the same situations. We just either shot ourselves in the foot or Jared Goff turned the ball over.
And that is true. You look at our defense and all of the pro guys, the veterans, Michael Brockers, healthy scratch for the past 4 games.
Yeah.
Tracy Walker,
hurt,
done for the year.
Probably at home watching. I don't even know if he's on the
out
team.
for the first, what was it, the third game of the year. Done
Yeah.
for the year. And now Deshaun Elliott, concussion protocol, leaves in that game. And I believe Juju came in and replaced him.
Yeah.
But man, it's tough when you have nobody back. Alex Anzalone is your veteran leadership.
Yeah.
It's tough when you have to build with that. But what I spoke to a couple weeks ago about seeing improvement, I said not only from players, but from coaches. I wanted to see them learning from mistakes. I wanted to see them getting better because it's their first time doing it. Dan Campbell, Aaron Glenn, and Ben Johnson. This is their first time being legitimate head coach, defensive coordinator, and offensive coordinators of professional football teams.
Yeah.
So I will give them a little bit of a leash, but I needed to see improvement, and we've been seeing improvement throughout the year, not only in Dan Campbell's play calling and situational awareness, but his clock management and different things like that, his preparation for games. Obviously, they've been preparing different over these past couple games because it didn't look like they prepared at all for Dallas or New England.
Yeah.
JB, how do you feel about it? You still on the Dan Campbell train?
Yeah, I'm still on the train. I haven't jumped off it yet, but I think with this win right here, I don't know if it's necessarily restored your faith in him, but it makes you be a little bit supportive of him, at least be on his side, at least till the next season rolls around. But for me, if he wants more wins than what we're going to end up having with the rest of the season, and call me crazy, I think we'll at least get maybe 2 to 4. He's got to shake up something on that defensive side in the coaching area. I'm sorry if AG is your boy, but you got to let that go.
Yeah.
See, I'm not with the AG stuff though, because again, can you name a team with that's starting as many rookies as we are?
No, I can't.
And it's like they're learning the game, like they're learning the NFL game. Like, this is like their first year ever playing. And the guys that aren't rookies are typically second year guys. You got Jerry Jacobs, you have Aleem McNeil, you have Derek Barnes now who's stepping in. I'm talking about the defensive line. Julian Quar, I think this is like his third or fourth year. I believe it's his third, maybe. But they're all like just young guys outside of the rookies, like Malcolm, Josh Pascal, Aidan, Kirby. I'm just typing right now, but I mean, I just can't think of another defense like dealing with those situations. Then I look at other defenses like the Cardinals in terms of touchdowns are tied with us, letting touchdowns up. The Arizona Cardinals are. That's a team with J.J. Watt on it.
Yes,
Buda Baker. You know what I'm saying? They have names on there. The Bears even, and I get they traded away their defensive pieces, and maybe that's a turnaround that they've seen with them. But
yeah, they got rid of Roquan Smith and obviously Robert Quinn, but they still have Eddie Jackson.
Yeah,
they still have players out there. They still have guys out there. So
the Saints, they got the Honey Badger. Like they're only 2 touchdowns behind us for the defense. Like I guess my thing with AG is like I'm not tripping on that. I'm really not, because I know what he's dealing with, and we've seen the progression as well.
We talked about, making a salad with spoiled vegetables. And now we're seeing some of those vegetables getting a little ripe. Aidan Hutchinson getting a little ripe. Kirby Joseph getting a little ripe. They're feeling good. And now we're starting to see some progression and some actual fight out of that defense. They're not, obviously, we talked about Kirby Joseph coming back to earth. He did have a couple rookie mistakes in that game. But, man, they looked pretty decent. They did. Terry Foster on Big D Energy today said that he was more impressed with the Lions defense in this game than he was in the Green Bay game, because he felt like Aaron Rodgers kind of gave the Lions that game. And the Lions in this game actually went out there and took it from Justin Fields.
100%. I mean, I'd say they took it from Aaron Rodgers too. I don't think he gave it to him. I mean, he had that one shit throw in the end zone that obviously ended up in the hands of Aidan Hutchinson. He had the one shit throw that ended up in the helmet of Derek Barnes in the hands of Kirby Joseph. But, I mean, outside that, I mean, the Detroit Lions kind of forced that situation with them. I'm looking at these other defenses, too. I'm just trying to find other guys. I don't know why I used Jared Goff for the picture here, but I'm trying to find, like, playoff candidates. I guess Chargers, you can't really say are playoff candidates. Are they in the hunt?
Chargers? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know they just had another loss last night, but they also are missing some guys, too.
I mean, they're 5-4.
The Chargers are 5-4?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're still in it. AFC West, they're definitely catching up to the Chiefs, though. Dolphins are pretty shitty, too. I mean, I don't know, man. Those are situations, those are teams, I guess, that aren't dealing with what we got going on. And for me, too, is it's being opportunistic. Even the Packers' playoff run, their defense was like shit when they won the championship with Aaron Rodgers. But turnovers, turnovers, like just opportunistic defense to me is like what it takes, because points are going to happen sometimes.
Points are going to happen. You're not going to shut out teams a lot in the NFL. Points are going to happen. You need to be opportunistic. You need to make stops. Make sure you're catching interceptions. Make sure you're falling on fumbles. Doing things like that as a defense. That's what and getting to the quarterback. Those are the most important things on defense, is being opportunistic and getting to the quarterback. So we'll see. I still don't have 100% faith in Aaron Glenn, but I like what he's done over the past couple weeks, starting with the Dallas game, honestly.
Yeah.
And I like to see the improvements these young players are making. Let me see it again. Give me it against the Giants next week. Give me that defense going out there and showing up. Give me Aidan Hutchinson sacking Daniel Jones a couple times. Give me some guys making plays on Saquon Barkley and them winning that game, and I'll have a lot more faith in Aaron Glenn, Dan Campbell, and this team, because that is a team that is playing well. That is a team that is exceeding expectations compared to a Bears team and a Green Bay team, which are falling off a cliff.
Yeah.
Show us.
No, 100%. I mean, that's where I'm at with it. I'm going to the Woodward Sports chat. I want to see a couple comments from these guys. Trash Can Man said AG a bum. Mark Jacobs says AG need to take a walk. Dominator commenting about the UFC 281. I mean, even to the here we go. Mark Jacobs, Kirby should have gotten the damn game ball last week, not AG. What? Because AG did okay job one time. Kirby, look,
it's
Kirby Joseph. That one touchdown to Cole Kmet was like his fault.
Yeah.
Kirby Joseph, this is his second year playing the position in life.
Yeah.
Let alone his first year at the NFL level.
Eazy, what's your favorite baseball movie with Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill?
Moneyball.
It's a great movie.
That's a fantastic movie. I mean, check out Moneyball Sportswear. It's actually a one-stop shop for all your sports gear.
One stop.
Did you know that?
I did.
Whether you want the latest look in athletic apparel or if you want uniforms for your team, Spinny,
yeah,
Moneyball Sportswear is the place to go. It has it all. Stop at Moneyball's showroom in Southfield and experience the only way to ball, or visit moneyballsportswear.com. And Braylon Edwards will be there on Black Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. So you can stop by, win some free Moneyball swag, and take some pictures with our guy Braylon. Moneyball, the only way to ball.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there.
And that one Lions playoff win in 1991? Yeah, Detroit fans were there.
Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper! Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
The official meat supplier of the Woodward Sports Network is The Butchery. Call 248-682-2697. That's 248-682-COWS. Or move on over to thebutcherysl.com. Shipping included for Woodward Sports customers. The Butchery, meats, eats, and treats. Sandwiches to die for. Wagyu meats and artisan breads inspired by the legend Chef Dave. Only the best of best for our meat-loving customers. An old-school butcher shop from a new-school perspective. I'm telling you guys, I say it every time, is the best meat I've had in my life. It's so good. 10 out of 10 on the gherkin scale. Check them out. Go over to thebutcherysl.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Mo Rex.
What up, though?
We got young Chris in the TD booth, JB Smooth with the 1s and 2s. Spin, if you don't mind, do you care if we open up the phone lines? There's a guy in the Woodward Sports chat by the name of Mark Jacobs trying to go in on my guy AG. And I just got to...
Are the phones working? Or?
Well, my headphone, I got the new set of headphones now.
Okay.
Yours was working earlier. We could try. I mean, it's up to you guys, but I'll put it in the chat. But speaking of the youngins on this team, we talked about how it's like, again, the youngest defense in the league, starting the most rookies.
Mm-hmm.
This is past halfway of the season at this point.
Yeah.
I want to do a little bit of a rookie report card with you, Spinny.
Rookie report card?
Give these young men some grades on the performances so far.
All right. We'll start with Jameson Williams. N.A.
He's not showing up for class. Yeah. I don't know what his issue is.
No, but for real, who do you want to start with?
Aidan Hutchinson.
And this is on the year?
Yeah.
This is on the year?
On the season.
On the season so far, I'll give Aidan Hutchinson a B-.
Okay.
I'll give him a B-. I do think, obviously, he had the great first half against the Washington Durs. He kind of fell asleep for a couple games there, but he started to wake back up. He's been making plays. He's been putting in good performances these past couple games. So I think that's bumping him up. He's climbing. I'll give Aidan a B- on the year so far.
Okay. I actually, it's pretty harsh. I'll probably give him a B. Maybe even B+.
Yeah.
He had a slow start, and I was scratching my head. Like, best believe I was like, WTF. But he... Credit to him, went to the coaches. He said, hey, I think I could work a lot better out of this 2-point stance. I think I could get a lot more looks, and I can still defend the run out of this 2-point stance. And the coaches took his word for it. They put him in, since then, that 2-point stance in certain scenarios, and it seems to be working out. I also give him a B, too, because, like, the progression. Like, as you said, was just getting, like, blocked. And I'm talking about by, like, rookie guys, too. You guys that weren't first-round picks. Charles Cross and the other gentleman, too, with the Seattle Seahawks. At home. But since then, he's looked a lot different. We've seen different moves.
Yeah.
It used to be, I mean, and I'm not like, don't take this as like, and I know I don't want this to be looked at as like a hater thing. I know a lot of fans like to do that, but like Jonathan Vilma, an NFL Pro Bowler himself, like on broadcast, is like it seems like he can't get out of that bull rush move.
Jonathan Vilma, also known for Bounty Gate, being a savage.
but to his credit though, that's what I saw, and that was when he was going out of that 3-point stance. Once he hit the 2-point stance, dude was balling.
I'm sorry, Robert Griffin III is absolutely demolishing a chicken on live TV right now.
Well, way to make people tune out of us and turn to live TV. Good job, Spinny.
Sorry. It's over now, so you missed it.
Just love watching other men eat meat. JB,
hey, yo.
What's your grade this year for Aidan Hutchinson?
Oh, my God. I give him a B. Solid B.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I'm with, too. I say B.
Yeah.
Chris, you want to know this?
I'll go B. I'll agree with everybody else. That sounds right.
I'll just do what people told me to do.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Who's up next?
Kirby Joseph.
I'm going to give him...
On the season.
I'm going to give him a C. I'm going to give Kirby a C because he did have that one amazing performance where he stepped up and he made plays. But in his other couple games, he's shown his rookiness. He's shown his youth.
Inexperience.
I should say. Inexperience. Thank you, Sir Reginald Eazy III, Esquire. There are a lot of things that you like out of Kirby Joseph, and I do think he'll get better and better and better as the season goes on. It's just in the small sample size we have, he's made a couple really bad plays and he's made a couple really good plays. So I'm going to put him right at a C.
100%. Yeah, I'm with you. I might even actually go C+ just because of like that 3-game streak he had there. It was truly phenomenal. And like, considering the fact right before we went to break, I told you guys this is his second year at the position.
Yeah,
this is his second year playing safety. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty impressive, a lot of things he has to do, but like he's learning the game itself, not just at a pro level. I mean, it just happens to be at the pro level because he got drafted. He was that phenomenal in his first year as a safety, but he's just learning that position just in general. So for him to come up with a lot of the big plays he's had, by the way, like former wide receiver, I'm not trying to like diss on a lot of you offensive guys. I was a defender myself, but like, he laid some blows out there. Mm-hmm. For like a former wide receiver, he's laying the hit stick. He's out there doing the damn thing. So Kirby, I'm gonna give him a C+. Although 2 missed assignments by him resulted directly 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
you hate to see that stuff like that.
He had a big missed tackle on Justin Fields on that touchdown run.
Yeah, which I mean, I'm not gonna it's Justin Fields.
Not gonna kill him for.
Yeah, Justin Fields been doing that for like 3 weeks straight, just demolishing dudes. He literally just broke Mike Vick's record. But Kirby, I'm gonna give him a C+. JB.
I probably gotta agree, C+. I mean, he's still learning at the same time. I feel like he's that guy in a group project where you give him that one assignment to do and you automatically think that he's not gonna show up and do it until he shows up at the end of the final project and was like, all right, kudos, man.
Yeah.
Impressive. All right, you impressed me with that one. Okay.
He's made a lot of great plays, but he's also made a lot of, like you said, plays that show his inexperience.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sure by the end of the year, once he has more time out there, once he's been played for more than 5 games, he'll have a lot more of a sample size that we can dictate. I'm sure it'll be higher than that, but right now it is what it is.
100%. I see a couple guys in Woodward Sports chat. Kobe Live 16 says Kirby made me forget about Kyle Hamilton, which is true. Actually did that with me as well. Saw a couple guys. I King Horse in the Woodward Sports chat. Eazy watches the Food Network like other people watch Pornhub. Tristan Klein, the Woodward Sports Chat, says Hutch, with some more discipline on not getting too far in the backfield, will be one of the better UG pass rushers. I'm sure he meant NFL. I'm assuming. Next up, James Mitchell. Spinny, what was your grade for him in the season? I know we haven't seen a lot of them, but from the little bit that you have seen, what are you giving him?
I don't need I'm grading him off of what, 6 catches. I'll give him a B, I guess, because he's done what's been asked of him. He's made plays when they called upon him. He hasn't had any glaring errors. Error. But he hasn't really done enough for me to give him a big lopsided grade. But he hasn't done anything that's made me say, oh, that guy looks bad. But he's made plays when they're called upon him, so B or C.
That's fair. I'm actually with you. That it's a tough one to grade in general, but I'll go based off like no drops, although limited action, no drops in that limited action, and I'd have to say B. I can't say he's been bad. I don't know. I've hardly seen him on the field in general. I mean, I tell you this much: he's done well enough for them to feel comfortable moving on from T.J. Hutchinson midseason. So I give him a B. JB,
can I give him a gold sticker? Does that count?
You can give him, you can give him a check. You can give him a check plus.
Check plus, yes. Just because, as you guys said, he hasn't done much. Like, what are we supposed to grade him on? Like, he's just out there just doing his assignment, and that's it. So it's like,
that's fair.
All right, you did a good job today. Pat on the back.
For sure.
Go ahead.
Chris, you went on this one? No, I ain't gonna let it. Go ahead.
I'll go. He's 6 catches closer to passing Tony Gonzalez, so I'll give him an A+.
Hey, wait, was that real?
Yes, because he only has 6 catches, so he's 6 catches closer to passing him.
Like his rookie year?
Like Tony Gonzalez in his career. Like he's 6 catches closer to passing Tony Gonzalez.
Okay.
But he only has 6 catches.
Okay, I was lost on that one for me. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
All
Tried it. I'll joke.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
You're fine. I got confused by it a little bit. Malcolm Rodriguez,
I'm giving an A-.
Yeah.
It's the guy's been amazing. I kind of want to just give him a flat out A, because he's done everything that's asked of him and more. He obviously went out. You know, he didn't play in this last game. He was injured. He's dealing with that elbow injury, but the guy has been playing out of his mind. He's been in there. It looks like he hasn't needed to adapt. It looks like he's been home. He's been comfortable since the first snap of the season. And he's making plays. He's doing what he needs to do. He's playing in coverage well. And I'm very excited to see how far this young man's career can go and how much better he will get from year to year. So I'm giving him A.
Yeah. Come on, guys. This guy's first game ever played, no missed assignments. Like that just doesn't happen for a rookie. I understand Kirby's dealing with a different type of learning curve because it's the second year at the position in general. But Malcolm Rodriguez has been a stud. You see him creeping in the defensive rookie of the year conversations at points during the season, and that's on a historically bad defense. Malcolm Rodriguez has been a lone bright spot as a 5th round pick, and he's a homie. So you know what I'm saying, he gets a little curve just for being.
It's like a grade in the touch. Like, it's Malcolm's.
Yeah.
You almost got that one wrong, but I'll give it to you, big dog.
You got the coolest shoes in class. I'll give him an A real quick. Yeah, I definitely got Malcolm A. JB.
Oh, it's definitely an A. My man is overachieving from where his draft spot was, so you got to give him all the flowers and all the credit right now, man. It's A completely.
100%, and that kind of like completes what's active out of this draft class. Maybe we're moving to sophomore, maybe just do on the season with that, but I mean we'll see. But before we do that, Spinny, tell us about the best defense on and off the field.
Best defense on and off the field is obviously Guardian Alarm, because Guardian Alarm keeps you safe and gives you peace of mind. Whether you're at home or on the road, with their 24/7 local monitoring, they make sure the things that are important to you stay safe. All you have to do is call 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800
Stay out.
right now, and let them know Woodward Sports sent you. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Thanksgiving is all about family and friends. That's why Woodward Sports wants to send you and your crew front row for the Thanksgiving Day football game.
Easy there. Hey, it's Thanksgiving. Shouldn't you be in Detroit losing a football game right now?
That's right, you and 3 people that you're thankful for sitting in row number 1. So close you can hear the action, smell the excitement, and taste the glory of Detroit football. All you have to do to enter is retweet or share our post on Twitter and IG, and tag 3 of your friends or family. If all 3 of those people are following Woodward Sports too, and we pick your name, you and your crew will all get the best seats inside Ford Field. So hop on Twitter and Instagram and tag your crew. And we'll see you Thanksgiving Day at Ford Field. Brought to you by Lady Jane's and Custom Health Centers.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
It's a great day to get some Sensoron in your life. Okay. There it is. Sensoron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Got double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you want to know how, go to @centronworld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Get your customized approach to weight loss at Custom Health Centers. Think of all the ways that weight can affect your health, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Custom Health Centers is blessed to have over 20,000 success stories and even help many professional athletes lose weight and improve their health. People like Detroit Lion Eddie Murray and Detroit Piston Rick Mahorn, just to name a few. Start losing weight today. Call Dr. Jason and Custom Health Centers today at 844-789-8446. Once again, that's 844-789-DIN.
I need somebody in my life that gets excited about me like I King Horse gets excited for Chris's commercial reads. That's the best. Makes my day.
All the other kids keep messing around with that name. What up, though? Welcome back to the World Heavyweights live on Woodwardsports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Mo Rex.
What up, though?
We got young Chris in the TD booth, JB Smooth with the ones and twos. We're walking along on a Monday. Bottom line, I'm sorry, Armani and Edwards.
Yeah, the final word.
The final word.
That's what Terry calls it. It's so funny.
They had shots from Michigan, man, or Michigan State.
They did
like crazy.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, it's not really surprising, but I love those guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Me
like
too.
Personally, like for sure. Like they're like the boys.
They're all great dudes.
100%. You guys catch them live from 2 to 4 on Woodwardsports.com Monday through Friday. I just think it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
I really do. I think it's like overkill. There's a report that came out by John U. Bacon. And we have what a name, by the way.
That is a great name.
That is a great name.
All-time name.
Top 5 name for sure. And we have Cheese Nips, a.k.a. Owen Oszust, joining the show shortly, too, at Michigan State. He's on right now? Oh, perfect timing. Well, pretty much there's...
He was ready.
Yeah. He's waiting around, pacing around the house. John U. Bacon put out a tweet, and he had said somebody was... What if you did have Joker makeup? You should have for sure.
Yeah.
You should have did something so weird.
Spelled my name wrong.
Oh, wow. What an idiot. Sus.
What an idiot.
Owen Oszust.
I don't make the graphics.
Wow.
It's crazy.
All right, John U. Bacon came out. We put out a tweet. He said that somebody reached out to him, a reliable source, they're saying, and he said that there was a bunch of nonsense going along the Michigan State sideline during the Michigan game, talking about tackling below the legs and breaking arms. And I see everyone has already been attacking Michigan State, calling them like thugs and all that stuff like that. You're actually there, so
on the sideline.
You're our reliable witness on the sideline during the game. Did you witness or hear any of that stuff? First and foremost,
dude, no, I didn't hear anyone saying break him, kill him. Dude, if anyone was saying that, it was not Mel Tucker and his assistants or the players. That's not how that works. The sideline is full of people that are, I guess, like
super fans.
Wealthy fans is the way to say it. Would be the nice way to put it. Like there's people that know people, and then they get on the sideline as well. And then you got people that actually work with the team and stuff like that. But I didn't hear any of that stuff. And for to prove that I'm there, my job is parabolic. That's my role with Spartan Media Network during the game. Is basically I have to follow the ball with a soundproof thing, like it puts the sound on the radio. So I'm literally where the ball is being snapped, like on the sideline. So I have to follow that. So you would not be able to hear something that's being shouted. If it was being shouted, it wasn't heard by me. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So, yeah, I don't know who it was, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a reliable source, but it's literally every sideline in America is people are yelling crap at their players and other players. It doesn't matter. I don't understand. That's a huge overblow for something that's like Mel Tucker complaining to the referees. Jim Harbaugh literally complains to the referees all the time. Like I don't know what the problem with that is. Like that
happens everywhere.
Blows my mind.
Every coach complains to every referee in every game. It is tough. So you're saying it was not the coaching staff or players making it was probably some of those, like you said, wealthy fans that are standing on the sideline might have said something. And you said similar experience that you've seen in other places as well, correct?
No, it's correct. Yeah, I mean, literally last year, so basically for Michigan State home games, I'm on the away side, and then for when Michigan State's on the road, I'm on the MSU side because they're the away team. It's because you're able to get better reception to the booth, so you got to be across the field. So that's why I was on the Michigan sideline, and I'm hearing everything that's being said by the Wolverines last year, and I mean, it's not nice stuff. I don't know. What are you supposed to be cheering on and being like, "Oh, good tackle,
good game,
bud,
bud,
nice try"? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, I don't know what the big problem is. Like, seriously, but yeah, no, I hear all this stuff. Like, obviously, it's not like, oh yeah, we're gonna go kill this guy after the game. Like, that's none of that stuff's happening. Like, I don't know what that's coming from.
Yeah, I guess because I know John Yu's always been. He comes in the bottom. I'm sorry, Monty Edwards often because he's, I guess, well connected with the Michigan program. I take it because I remember during the Harbaugh stuff, he was coming on to see where he's projected to go and stuff like that. Hey Owen, do you mind moving your head over that light? It's like taking you out of the picture, or here you go. Or sorry, but nonetheless, my other thing with it too is if that was truly happening, don't you think we would have saw dirty plays? You know what I'm saying? If it was the coaching staff saying these things, whatever, believe it or not, if they were told, but if they were being told by the coaching staff specifically, don't you think we would have saw some dirty plays or some tackling Blake Corum below the knees? Okay, but did you see it happen in the game?
No.
If your coach is telling you that, the guy you're supposed to listen to, and you're not doing that, I don't know. I think we would have saw a lot more dirty plays if that was the case, in my opinion.
No, you're right. We've seen guys like Ndamukong Suh with the Lions step on Aaron Rodgers blatantly. You're not going to miss that sort of thing. If they were intentionally going at his knees or trying to rip his cleats off or something like that during the play, you're going to see that. You saw I forget who it was, but I believe it was two Michigan players ripping off the cleats of, was it the Ohio State guy or Michigan State guy? I can't remember who it was. But
Ohio State, I think it was.
That doesn't get past the media. You're going to see that. So, I mean, whoever's yelling this stuff does not have a say in the game at all. It's just stupid, whatever. You're just on the Michigan State sideline. You're there to have a good time. You have no, say at all in what happens in the game, and you're just saying that stuff. That's just, it's the same thing if you were a Michigan fan on the other sideline. Nobody's going to listen to you. You can say whatever, but they're not honing on you. You're listening to your OC or DC or the signalers on the sideline. That is not your focus. Hearing somebody say, go for his knees, go for Blake Corum. No, you're not listening to that random guy on the sideline. I don't understand what you're trying to paint Michigan State as a villain, which I understand the tunnel incident is not a good look, but you can't just keep trying to extend this thing. The investigation is happening right now. I know that there's an investigator inside the football building for Michigan State. That's not gonna. It's being worked on right now. It could be coming any time. What the result is, but either way, these players are suspended. They're not playing at the moment. So I guess worst case, they're either going to jail or not. They're not going to be on the team anymore. So they're not currently with the team. But to say all this stuff of, oh my goodness, Michigan State, they're yelling offensive things at other players and stuff like that.
It's football.
Yeah, how dare they?
Yeah, literally, it's football. I don't. It's and you don't think I was literally walking the sideline and this drunk Michigan fan yelled "hey" at me and then flipped me off. It's all I don't take that personal. It's no. Whatever, It's
I caught myself doing it on multiple occasions that game. Kill him! Just yelling stuff like that. I'm not advocating that they go out there and stab him or anything like
Hell
that.
Yeah! It's like that one in my fan video where it's give me old dick twist!
Yeah. Dick and twist.
How are you going to do that?
Yeah.
Come on.
It's that is a little much to be like, you gotta say nice things on the sidelines.
Your ass looks great in those pants, Blake.
Great tackle, great run.
Blake, you looking mad thick, son.
It is one thing if they had video of a Michigan State assistant coach going, go break his leg, like, yeah, that would be bad. That is not something you can do as a coaching staff member. And if it's a fan on the sideline, like, come on, bro. You're telling me all those kids in Ann Arbor during Michigan games, like, great job, great play, Ohio State. Oh, look at you go, Justin Fields. Great play. I love to see that. No, stop it.
Yeah.
They literally, I forget what my brothers told me, Michigan hockey has a chant where they just say 22 expletive words in a row, and that's the whole chant. The whole student section does it.
Thugs.
Yeah, thugs.
Thugs.
No place for that.
Disgusting.
No place for that.
Jeez, oh, Pete's. No, I want to say one more thing, too, and I appreciate Owen for joining us. But, again, it's like the Bounty Gate situation. There's video of them effing dudes up.
Yeah.
You know
and the coach is saying, take him out, I'll give you 20.
Yeah. Like, if that were the case on the Michigan State sideline, you would see it.
You would see it.
It would be on the field.
And it would be on video.
Yeah, man, that's my whole beef with it. Like it's wild, and I know John Yu's a big U of M guy, but that's my piece on it. Owen, I appreciate you for joining us. And what's up with your podcast? You doing it anymore or what?
My friend's in Florida right now, but I just want to say this last thing. Like everyone at Michigan still wants like these apologies from these guys. Tucker has issued these apologies and whatnot. The investigation when it comes. They'll make the announcement. But the goal is to move on. Like, you're not going to dwell on this as a football program. Like I don't understand that part as well. Like, you got to be ready to move on. Like, it's, you know what, it happened. It sucked. That's not who Michigan State is. Those guys are off the team at the moment. Mm-hmm. You got to move on. Turn the other cheek. Keep going. Michigan State has won 2 in a row. They're looking for 3 and become bowl eligible. So, you know what, it happened. And it sucks, and you know what? Michigan's gonna let Michigan State fans have it, but you just got to move on, be better, get better guys on your team, and that's just what happens. You know, that's sort of like you can look back and point at all these different things that happened with Michigan, and you know, who was guy Bush on the MSU logo?
Devin Bush, yeah.
There's another story I'm not gonna share it on here. That happened as well that day, and nobody knows about. Like it's all about that sorts of stuff. Like plenty of this sorts of stuff you don't hear about, but because of the locker room, the tunnel issue, it's just kind of blown out of proportion. But this is football. Like it is not a nice game. Like these guys are going to hit you. Like it's not let's hug after each play, and we're gonna make up after this.
Yeah, it's like the Sarcastaball episode of South Park.
100%.
Right,
but
exactly.
we got to pay some bills. I do appreciate you joining us, Owen. Fun fact: Mel Tucker played football before in high school.
Yeah,
I'll leave you guys the cheese nits fact of the day. Appreciate you joining us, man. Sweeney, can you tell us about Big Boy?
Thanks, Owen.
Thanks, Owen.
But yeah, I'll tell you about Big Boy because for a limited time only, all new burgers and loaded fries are back at Big Boy. It's not the Slim Jim, it's the Big Jim. The chili cheese is such a tease, and guess what else is new? The bacon blue. And how about upgrading those fries as well? They got the chili cheese fries, the baked potato fries, and the nacho fries. Satisfy those taste buds at Big Boy.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991? Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
What's a winter wonderland if you can't shop, eat, and play? Lucky for you, you can do it all at the Downtown Detroit Markets, Cadillac Lodge, and the new winter version of the Monroe Street Midway, all located just across the street from Campus Martius Park. Find the fun at deckedoutdetroit.com.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Chili Peppers Tanning's where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Spotless sanitized rooms with trained and certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club for all the best deals where they beat all competitors by $5.
$5?
$5 easy.
$5?
$5. Don't forget to pick up Australian Gold, Designer Skin, Caltan, and Swedish Beauty Lotions while you're there. ChiliPeppersTanning.com, the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, the darkest tans, your vitamin D headquarters, 27 locations, and more coming soon.
Did you guys do a pick'em last week?
No, we did not.
Oh.
No.
All one game, Monday Night Football. No, it's Eagles Commanders.
It's been a month since I lost.
Yeah.
It has been a month since you lost.
Last week doesn't count. The update, though, the Michigan State Spartans program, all players involved in the tunnel incident have been forced to sit on Pop-Pop's lap and smell his meat officially. Per sources.
Sounds like a hell of a punishment.
Per reliable
worthy
sources.
Of crime.
No, but what up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodSports.com. I did want to say one thing to all the thugonomics and all that stuff like that, the jokes. Just think about the U and Florida whenever Meyer was there. And they had a murder on the team. Yeah. They won championships. I'm just saying. They
had 3 murderers on the team.
Yeah, Ray Lewis. They won championships. So I'm welcoming it. I'm all about it. If I'm Michigan State, embrace it, lean into a little bit.
Florida had
lean into a little bit.
Aaron Hernandez, both of the Pounceys who were known gang affiliated. And then they were led by a Christian virgin quarterback.
That's all. That's all
it takes.
That's the next step.
Balance.
We got to tell Peyton Thorne to not have sex ever again, and they'll get over it.
Dead ass. I'm just saying. You got some rough guys. You tend to win games sometimes. I'm just saying. Some nasty
kind of
guys.
Football's a violent sport.
Yeah, it's weird. Dominican Sue was violent
great
guy.
Player. Yeah, Ray Lewis.
Alden Smith.
Probably the best linebacker of all time.
You know what I'm saying? Shoot.
What?
I don't want to say the name. I was going to say Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
We'll put in there.
Geez. All right. Yeah.
I was going to say another.
You're getting a little. I know what you were going to say, and you cannot say that.
What's the other player I was going to say? I was going to say, you know which one?
Yeah.
Running back?
Elevator? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one. Oh, man.
Yeah, you can't say that.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
There's a lot to go. And obviously, we talked about it. If there is video and evidence that comes out that it was a coach or someone of the coaching staff yelling those things, then yeah, that is terrible. That is a very bad thing. You need to look at that. But if it's fans on the sidelines, what the hell? What are you going to do about? Oh, dang. Michigan State University's calling me right now. Should I answer it?
Are they really?
Yeah.
For money?
Michigan State University.
Answer. Ask them. Ask them about the tunnel incident. Speaker.
Hello? Yes, this is.
Is that on speaker?
Hi, this is Maya. I'm a student at Michigan State University calling on behalf of
bunch of thugs.
The College of Communication Arts and Sciences. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Ask her about the tunnel.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
What
are your thoughts on the tunnel situation?
What do you smell like?
On what situation?
The tunnel situation.
I'm not sure. I'm not very up to date.
Do you think they're a bunch of thugs?
Do you think would you call them thugs?
I'm not sure. I'm not very up to date on that, like I said, so I don't really have an
Why'd they
opinion
do
either
it?
way.
That's fair. Why do you think they did it? Hey man, that pisses me off, man. Michigan State calls me all the time. Hey, this is.
Let me ask you the question.
I feel bad a little bit because I'm sure she's just doing an internship or doing a job or whatever. But it's, hey, this is the College of Com Arts and Sciences. Would you like to donate us money? No, I gave you enough money already. I gave you tens of $40,000 for me to get my degree there. All right, I'm not going to give you any more money. I'm sorry.
Man, I feel like we should answer every time they call.
Anson Wells in the Woodward Sports chat says she's volunteering. Give her a break. Yeah,
we just want to know.
Honestly, that's pretty good timing.
Of her calling?
That was pretty good timing.
That was pretty good timing.
They're listening, but yeah, Michigan. I get those calls all the time. Those calls and the damn vampires from the Red Cross trying to get my blood.
Fon John's the Woodward Sports chat says Keon Coleman's mom has OnlyFans.
Keon Coleman's a dog-ass receiver, so his mom can do whatever he wants. But that'll do it for today. I appreciate everyone for watching. Like. You know who we are. We're the Woodward Heavyweights. You know where we are. We're on WoodwardSports.com. You know where we are. Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. For the man to my left, the one, the only Speak Easy, Chris Platty. In the TD booth, JB Smooth holding it down on the ones and twos. I am Spencer Exter. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.